at Juicy Steen, at the KT Arquette, at Justin LeBar. It is Evolution Weekend, the first ever all-women's pay-per-view in WWE Sunday night on the WWE Network. And, of course, we have WrestleRumble.com. We always encourage you, WrestleRumble.com. It makes the viewing experience that much more enjoyable. All you have to do, you go into WrestleRumble.com, you enter, you make your predictions of who's going to win each match. Each prediction is worth a certain amount of points. He or she who finishes in the standings wins the prize money. They're paying out the top 10. Top 10.
Hey,
they are
didn't you
paying
not
out.
finish last time?
I finished second.
Ah, that's a little better.
I finished second last time.
Well, once again,
Out of all the masses in the world. So if you want to try to see if you're as smart as moi, go ahead, WrestleRumble.com. That's French for me, Juice. Go ahead, WrestleRumble.com. You could win $500 for first place, all the way down to getting $50 for 10th place. Not a bad deal. It makes it that much more enjoyable to watch.
It's fun. Gives them something to do.
Absolutely.
And with your predictions being so right, you might be first this year.
Well, I'm going to have to start wondering if I can get my real predictions out of here because I can't, I got to see.
You'll give away your
see
answers.
What I want to give out. All right, we will turn to the independent professional female wrestler who is to my left. Katie, let's kick it off. Trish and Lita coming back, vintage here, up against Alexa Bliss and Mickie James.
I am so pumped for this. One, for Evolution in general, and I love Lita, so I'm excited that she'll be back. And
Is she your woman crush? Like, is she the one? Like, is that like your woman crush Wednesday?
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
Okay.
She's the reason. As soon as you see the thong go through the pants, I was like, I like her.
Are you gonna be watching the match with your thong through the pants? Is that the
Yes, I'll be watching it just like that.
Just a
Take
visual.
pictures.
Just a visual when you're playing WrestleRumble.com. Go ahead.
It's going to be a good match. I'm excited for all the segments. But Trish and Lita, I think, are going to definitely deliver something great, especially with Alexa Bliss still being, fairly new to the main roster and everything. It's really going to kickstart a bunch of things for her. And Mickie James, of course, why not throw her into the mix?
That's what's weird in this, Juice, is you have, even though they're putting Mickie James on like the youth team, so to speak.
Yeah.
Her, Trish, and Lita are off in the same era. Alexa's the one who, But
in a small amount of time, she's accomplished what those all three have.
True.
It's been really amazing. She's done it while Charlotte's been in the company, too.
Well, what's weird about this is, do you see a reason to have Alexa Bliss on the losing team here? But then it's like, they're not going to bring Trish and Lita back for have them lose, are they?
But why do they care if they lose a tag match? That means
I don't
nothing.
know.
It means more to the guys or the girls that are going to be, in the storylines next week. So Mickie is helping Alexa get to that point.
I'm going to go Alexa Bliss. I'm going to say Alexa Bliss gets a pinfall in the win in this.
I agree. I like that call. Yeah.
I
don't see why it has to be.
It makes sense.
Yeah, like you said, Trish and Lita would be the feel-good thing, but
why
they would accomplish a lot more.
Why can't Ronda Rousey or any other one be a feel-good story?
Unless Trish and Lita, unless this is the first of several, unless Trish and Lita are hanging around for a little run.
Which
right now, everything is on the table right now.
Okay.
With everything is on the table. Look, if Shawn Michaels comes back out of retirement, if Roman Reigns has disappeared, everything is possible right now of who needs to be around. So, if the money's right, certainly Trish and Lita are both still in great condition.
Well, we got to see how this first match goes before we start talking about other matches.
Okay.
So
I'll calm down then. Okay. I'm still going Alexa with the pinfall in my Wrestle Rumble picks. All right, first ever, last woman standing, Becky Lynch up against Charlotte. This one, I think, obviously, maybe might be the most difficult to predict because you can really see WWE going either way. Of course, there is, I believe. I don't know if it's even been confirmed by WWE that Ric Flair is expected to be there, so you'll wonder, is Flair there to see another title win by his daughter?
No.
You don't think so?
No, it's going to be Becky. I talked about this last week or the week before. It's going to be Becky. You need an end to this storyline. Becky, because they're going to become friends again, kind of like the whole Sasha and Bayley thing, whole other segment. However, there needs to be an ending. Becky has been pushing and pushing and pushing, and she finally has it. Why take it away from her again? Where would you put her in the mix a year from now or 6 months from now? It only makes sense for Becky to be like, I won, I did it, and go full on heel, or be like, no, we're going to be friends again. I respect you.
Well, they cannot do it. If they do that, I will be supremely disappointed. Becky Lynch has found such a niche right now. Everybody's saying Stone Cold Becky Lynch. She's found such a sweet spot. There cannot, if there's any extending the hand for handshake, she needs to immediately then kick and stun Charlotte.
Yeah,
there can't be any of that.
Right.
I think they need to ride the wave of this momentum, like what we've talked about with her being, so popular over recent weeks, and it's one of the, I guess, the biggest women's show that they've ever done, the only women's show they've ever done. So why not have her, retain here?
Yeah.
Well, in this match, who comes out victorious in this match could be key for the other marquee match we're about to talk about, which is for the WWE Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey defending it up against Nikki Bella. And the reason I say it's significant is that these are the two marquee matches, the two title matches. And so will they have both heels go over? Will they have both faces go over? Will they split it? So, based upon whether Becky wins or Charlotte wins, Becky is still being booked as the heel. that might be able to point something towards Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. Although I don't see much chance of Ronda Rousey losing this. It is Nikki Bella, so things are never, I guess, out of the question with her.
That's why,
you know. But
I'm predicting Nikki Bella winning this
Are you
match.
really?
With Brie coming out.
With the internet burning down.
Yeah, I want to see twin magic happen, and then she gets screwed out of it. I think it's a perfect way. And
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be mega heat on them.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
not at the first pay-per-view?
Why
That's
not?
Why do you think they had James?
Oh, it's getting really hot up here. I'll let you have this. I don't want to be associated with this heat. Go ahead. You can.
Why
have
do
it
you
by
think
yourself.
James Ellsworth helped Carmella win the first Money in the Bank? It was mega heat, even though it was the first time for that. Why not have the first pay-per-view for the women, have Nikki Bella do the same type of thing?
As much as I don't want to agree with Juice, that's what's going to happen. That's what's
What? You too?
Yeah. It's what you just had them all over Ronda. You got this, and they turned on them, of course, because the Bellas are heels. What better way to get the biggest heat?
What do you think, LeBron?
Ronda Rousey. I mean,
Yeah.
But do you think it's just like a no-brainer here? It's just a squash?
Well, like I
match?
said,
Or
like I
what?
said, you can't say 100% Ronda Rousey. You got to give Nikki Bella a little bit of a chance. But I didn't have the grapefruits to go ahead and pick Nikki Bella.
don't see how
And maybe
I
that's
think it's
maybe
fine.
that's
I
the
think it's-
difference of what's going to let you win Wrestle Rumble and not me.
I don't see it's too far.
No, I mean I see Ronda Rousey. You know, this is obviously the woman who represents the badass women's revolution up against the old guard of the divas that Nikki Bella represents that they're pushing here. Again, I don't think it's 100% lock. I don't think it's the most lopsided prediction ever. But I mean that for the fact that Ronda Rousey, we have not seen much weakness, much less a loss so far in her opening year here at WWE. For the loss to come via Nikki Bella, that's like I said, that's just gonna.
Does it
I
matter
will
what the
agree
result
with
is
you.
where it's
It
out
would
of the
have-
card?
Well, first off, if Nikki Bella's going to beat Ronda Rousey, I think that has to be last. First off,
Oh, okay.
on the card.
Okay, then yeah.
You know, and the now I could give it to the Twin Magic because it would be like, okay, Ronda lost because of two people,
Yeah, it
two
wasn't
identical people.
that's perfect.
If Ronda Rousey's going to lose, how do you not have that historical moment not be the last? I think that has to be the way you end.
Your big first pay-per-view.
Yeah, that would have to be the
Yeah.
way it ends.
And you don't think
otherwise
she'd
you could
feel
put
bad about capitalizing on her? Like, she got even more popular in the UFC whenever she had her first loss. So that would even be more to this character, and I'm sure she's down for
Well,
it
and she'd probably rally that much more support.
Exactly,
Because again, the amount of people that would be pissed.
everybody already thinks
that-
she's the best right now.
Well, and the amount of
Yeah.
people
Give her
that
some
would be-
vulnerability.
If Evolution off the air with Nikki Bella, who stands for the Divas, holding the titles with Brie by her side, I mean that would just be. I guess tune in Monday to see Ronda rip
And we
Nikki's
would.
arm off. I guess.
Yeah.
It'd be-
Well-
Or Brie's face off.
Playing devil's advocate, anytime that Nikki or Brie or any other diva for that matter came out to approach Ronda, she could knock down like that whole security line. She could knock down anyone. So maybe she will win. Maybe it's
Well, that's why it would
Nikki,
have-
like even if Brie does
that's
come
why it
out,
has
they
to-
would need a lot of reinforcement
That's why
to
it has
bring
to be
her
something
down.
of trickery. That's why it has to be
Right.
Twin Magic almost.
It couldn't just be Brie distracting and 1, 2, 3. I think it
No,
would have to be
yeah.
a big way to interact and completely throw her off guard.
Oof. Controversial opinions there. I'm going around. Like I said, I'm going to go Rousey. If Rousey loses, it's last. Otherwise, you could even put Rousey and Nikki on first and let the last woman standing match be last. Because that's the other question. How long does this match go? And if you put it in the main
It'd
event
be different if
spot,
it was an Iron Man match. We know how long that would take. But
a fair point, there, Juice. But if you put this first, this could be a quick 5-minute match if they wanted to.
they're not going to.
If it's
how many
first,
matches are on this
sure.
card? I was concerned about that. Are they going to be able to fill,
Well-
which they tweeted earlier, 7 hours of coverage?
Wow.
7.
Brian Flores rolling over in his grave, and he's not even dead yet.
He won't even have internet the whole day. He'll just unplug.
I don't know. I think they're being kind of vague with the matches. I think they're literally waiting to like time this. I mean, there's also the Battle Royal, which
I know, but
Josh
and
talks
they even
about.
have the NXT,
Yeah,
match.
Mae
But, I mean,
Young.
how many matches can you fill in there? Do they have enough people for 7 hours?
I'm sure they'll make it work.
Oh yeah.
Is the panel going to be all women as well? 'Cause I know the commentators are.
Well, Michael Cole's on the commentary team.
Okay.
So the commentary team is Michael
Thought
Cole
he's infused in
with Beth Phoenix and Renee. The panel, the pre-show panel, is Renee, Beth Phoenix, and Paige.
Okay.
I believe is how so I think the pre-show panel is all women, but they still have Michael Cole as the voice narrator.
I was going to say they should
Nice.
have.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
no disrespect to Renee.
Well, no, you have to have
that's-
someone anchor the show.
That's what I mean.
Who would you have? Renee do it?
That's what I mean. You need Michael Cole or Tom Phillips to do it, or Vic Joseph.
Oh, man.
Binge watch the whole playlist. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you tweet along with us Sunday night to see if your predictions are as good or bad as ours. Don't forget, WrestleRumble.com. Up to $500 you can win just by predicting and booking wrestling. If you think you can book as well as Vince McMahon, go ahead and prove it and win $500 in the meantime. Hey, guess what? You're not going to have to wait till next weekend. Coming up in just a few days, right here on the Wrestling Inc. YouTube channel, as well as the audio-only version on iTunes, we are going to have the next episode, episode 426 of Chair Shot Rallies. We are going to talk Crown Jewel, being the Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. It's going to happen. It's happening next Friday, November 2nd. We're not going to wait till Friday to put out our videos. We're going to put them out a little bit earlier in the week, probably by Tuesday or Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe to the Wrestling Inc. YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to their iTunes channel. We'll have it all, as it's going to happen. Whether you like it or not, Crown Jewel is going to happen. So we'll talk about it all, including a brand new Universal Champion will be crowned. We'll talk to you then.